Twitter is going to remain a place where something you brain farted when you were in junior high can haunt you for the rest of your life. So,
see, I have a big problem with a lot of this. And again, it always goes all sci-fi and a bunch of crap that nobody's ever going to get. But I think the mere fact that our justices are labeled as conservative or liberal means that they need to get the hell off there. And we need to get somebody on there that when they ask them what they think, they say, I believe in the law, and that's it. Well, who'd you vote for? I voted for believing in the law and mind your own damn business. Anybody who doesn't hold that level of respect for constitutional law and the law and their own separateness from this should not be allowed to be up there. I don't care how liberal you are or how much I agree with you or how conservative you are and maybe how much I disagree with you. I think those people need to get off of there. It's the same argument for not voting for Oprah. I'm opposed to Trump for the same reasons why I would never vote for Oprah, no matter what she believes in.
See, okay, I mean, I get where you're coming from. I think if you are an informed citizen of the world, which we want Supreme Court justices to be, then you're going to naturally be partisan.
Yeah. So but if you are not smart enough, with it enough, collected enough to be able to separate those things from your life and from your public persona, then you're obviously not able to do it with your overall decision making. And therefore, this is probably just not the job for you.
Well, I don't think there is a way to separate politics from the law.
I don't know. We've known
the
a lot
law
of
and politics are the same thing. We've
known a lot of pragmatic, logical people that do their best to do these things. I understand.
Yeah, but they don't work in law. They don't work in,
they need
government.
To.
Well, I'm saying if they did, then like what you're saying is impossible. The law is politics. You can't separate politics from politics. They're the same thing.
Well, then stop calling them judges and make it an elected position where they vote on stuff because they're not being judges. That's not what a judge does.
I think that makes a lot more sense.
They deal with the law, and in the end, they come down to maybe some of their personal self, but they try to they try to get as much of that out of there as possible before they make that decision. And if all these people are coming in with these labels and this stuff and these weird kangaroo courts on TV, I know it's ridiculous. I got no respect for any of this. And it's really not because people go like, oh, well, they did this, that, and the other thing. I just look at them and be all like, this is an entirely just clown situation. Yes, after the last two with Brett Kavanaugh and the new girl, I don't even remember her name exactly.
Amy Coney Barrett.
No. After that, our most
the Ketanji
Kenji something Ketanji. I found all three of those just to be so even. And I thought, who was the first dude that I just said?
Kavanaugh.
I thought he was ridiculous and didn't want him in. But still, I thought the TV show was way more ridiculous than he was.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much to be gained by watching any of that. But like, the pageantry is... No, I agree with you, though. I think for the last...
How am I supposed to respect people that act more like children than I do?
Right. No, I think basically since like the, middle of the 20th century, judges have kind of been making policy. And this idea that they're interpreting some document, they're the priests that can speak to the founding fathers is just silly, but
yeah, the popes, legal popes.
Right. They're kind of the legal popes, but I don't care. I just want my side to win. And
I do too. And I understand
I think this stuff sucks.
I understand that we have to play the game.
Yeah, exactly.
End up taking this whole show up with this anyway. But I was talking to my uncle, and we were kind of talking about that because I was saying like, I kind of feel like we're skipping steps here. And in talking to our conservative friend who will remain unnamed, who
we have a conservative friend.
He was basically saying, something to the effect of the way that Oh, that most of the original Constitution was mostly focused at the individual's right to not be controlled by the government. And when I thought about it, I thought, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. You know, that makes sense why guns are on there. But when you look at the list, it's just all, you know, you got the right to free speech, you got the right to you know, assemble, and you can get around, and you can go places and do things, and you can marry whoever you want. Oh, wait, that's not on there, but you can be armed while you do it. I kind of feel like we skipped a step there, where it's just like all these personal freedoms, and then they're all, and you can carry weapons. Yeah, you know, and like, don't get me wrong, I'm not opposed to guns, but it kind of feels like that marry whoever you want and act however you want without being stoned in the street kind of maybe should have come in there at like 1.5.
No, yeah, exactly. So it's like, I don't know. I wouldn't agree that the original laws were all focused on keeping the government out of people's lives. I think it was mostly focused on preventing monarchy.
While teenagers prepare for a secluded slumber party, ghoulish atomic beasts who live off human blood